Growing up in Sunday school, I was taught from the Bible, those who bless Israel will be blessed, and those who curse Israel will be cursed.
All right, let's see it.
And from my perspective, I want to be on the blessing side of things.
Of those who bless the government of Israel?
Those who bless Israel is what it says. It doesn't say the government of it, it says the nation of Israel.
No, it doesn't. This is where God is talking to Abraham in Genesis 12, and here is the Hebrew of the relevant passage where God says, "And I will bless the blessers of you, and the cursers of you I will curse, so that all the tribes of the earth or of the land may be blessed by or through you," where Bacha uses the instrumental bait preposition, where this refers to the means or the instrument of achieving that purpose clause, namely the blessing of all the tribes of the earth. So this is talking about Abraham and Abraham's offspring. Now, the reader of Genesis would understand the primary offspring of Abraham to be the nation of Israel. However, the nation of Israel did not necessarily refer to the territory of Israel. It was more commonly used to refer to the people of Israel, which we know ever since the 8th and late 7th and early 6th centuries BCE have been scattered around the world. So this is a reference to the people of Israel who are not all located within the modern day political entity known as the state or the nation of Israel. So this is talking about the people of Israel, not the modern nation state of Israel.
So that's in the Bible. As a Christian, I believe that.
No, what you believe is the interpretation that serves your identity politics.
Where is that?
I can find it to you. I don't have the scripture off the tip of my... You pull out the phone and use the...
It's in Genesis. So you're quoting a Bible phrase. You don't have context for it and you don't know where in the Bible it is, but that's like your theology? I'm confused. What does that even mean?
Tucker.
I'm a Christian. I want to know what you're talking about.
Okay. Where does my support for Israel come from?
However you rationalize it, fundamentally, you support the state of Israel because you know that that is an identity marker, that is a credence that you are required to endorse in order to access the power and resources that are provided by your membership in those social identities that are important to you.
Number one, because biblically we're commanded to support Israel.
You can certainly negotiate such a command into the Bible if you need to, but that is negotiating the command into the Bible because you need to.
But number two...
Hold on.
I'm not holding on.
Hold on. You're a senator, and now you're throwing out theology, and I am a Christian, and I am allowed to weigh in on this. We are commanded as Christians to support the government of Israel?
We are commanded to support Israel. And what
does that mean, Israel?
We're told those who bless Israel will be blessed.
But what... Hold on. Define Israel. This is important. Are you kidding? This is a majority Christian country.
Define Israel? Do you not know what Israel is?
So the word Israel in the Bible can actually refer to different things, and there is also diachronic change. Originally, this was a secondary name of Jacob, the legendary eponymous father of the 12 tribes of Israel, themselves the legendary origin of the people of Israel as a reference to a people group who occupied a region or territory that could also be known as Israel. If you'd like a good discussion of how the concepts of Israel developed and how they are much later traditions that are trying to renegotiate their received heritage, I would recommend Andrew Tobolowsky's The Myth of the 12 Tribes of Israel, as well as Jason Staples' book, The Idea of Israel in Second Temple Judaism.
That would be the country you've asked like 49 questions about.
So that's what Genesis, that's what God is talking about.
The nation of Israel, yes.
So is that the current borders, the current leadership? He's talking about the political entity called Israel?
He's talking about the nation of Israel. Yeah, nations exist, and he's discussing a nation. A nation was the people of Israel.
Is the nation
They're the descendants
God's
of
referring
Abraham.
to in Genesis, is that the same as the country run by Benjamin Netanyahu right
now?
Obviously, it doesn't refer to the modern state because the author of Genesis 12 had no concept of any nation of Israel from any time after probably the second half of the first millennium BCE. So this is obviously a pretty petty and naive attempt to try to negotiate into the Bible a requirement or an expectation that Christians support the modern nation state of Israel. This is pretty bad form on the part of a senator, but we rarely ever see good form from Senator Ted Cruz. And the fit for this video is Has Been Hotel.